Hey everybody, it is Jordan here, and welcome to my channel. It's a Hardback Life. Today we're going to be doing a book haul, and I hope to be getting through this video quickly because my battery is almost going to die, but we shall see, you guys. Anyway, so yeah, like I said, we're going to be doing a book haul, and there is over 50 books. I think 55 or 56 to be exact, I can't remember. But some of these I can group together because they're from the same place, or they're just within the same series, or whatever have you. But just to mention real quick, the places that I got these books from are as follows: Barnes & Noble, Goodwill, which is where I work. It's like a donation store. So, yeah. And then Half Price Books, and then some other online outlets like Abe Books, and Target as well. So yeah, those are just the places that I got all these books within the last few months. Without further ado though, let's get started. Alright you guys, so we have a lot of books, so I think I'm going to start with my Barnes & Noble books, and that includes the packages that are from Barnes & Noble. So here we go. The first book I want to talk about is The Fall of Babel, which is the fourth and final book in the Books of Babel trilogy. It's a quartet, and I think this is the fourth and final book. I'm pretty sure this is the final book. But this is about a guy named Thomas Semlin who goes on a honeymoon with his wife, and they get separated in the Tower of Babel, which is like this mysterious tower, or I guess weird stuff happens. Anyway, that's all I know about it, is he and his wife get separated, and he spends the first book, at least I know, trying to find her. And yeah, so I can't wait to read this. I have all 4 books now, so I'm going to focus on this series in 2022 for sure. Oh, it's by Josiah Bancroft. Okay, our next set of books is a trilogy, and I also got these from Barnes & Noble. This is, I think it's called the Legacy of Ash series. At least this is what book one is called. No, it's called the Legacy Trilogy. It says it on the side. I feel stupid. Oh my gosh. But yeah, it's called the Legacy Trilogy, and it consists of Legacy of Ash, which is book 1, Legacy of Steel, book 2, and Legacy of Light, which is book 3. And I don't know too much about this series. I don't know, the covers just looked interesting to me. I've mainly seen this one in Barnes & Noble. Like, this one immediately catches my eye every time I see it. And I actually bought this one in New York, like a few months ago when I went vacationing in New York. And I didn't realize this was book 2. And I started reading it, and I was so confused. And then I looked on the side, it said number 2, and I was just like, oh, that makes sense. But don't worry, I didn't get too far. I only got like maybe 20 or 30 pages in, and I was just like, why am I so confused? Like, this is weird. Like, and then I realized, I was like, oh, it's the second book, because there were so many like weird plot holes and stuff that was like, felt like a continuation of something, and that made a lot more sense. Anyway, I have all 3 books now, and I do want to start these before the end of the year, provided that I make time for it, because all these books are big chunkers. Okay, our next book is from the Serpent and Dove trilogy, and it's the final book, Gods and Monsters, in the Serpent and Dove trilogy. I have all 3 books now. I'm excited. I've started book 1 a month ago. I'm 60 pages in. I just kind of put it down because there was another book that I was really interested in. Like, I'm in between so many books, you guys. That is my main problem, is I start reading a book, and then another book comes out, or maybe it's just on my radar, and I start reading that book, and so I put the book that I was reading down. I don't know if anybody can relate to me, but yeah, I have that problem. But I hope I can finish Serpent and Dove, and then get to Blood and Honey, and then Gods and Monsters, like within the next, at least in the next month, and finish this trilogy once and for all, and see if I like it or not. Anyway, this is Gods and Monsters. Oh, if you didn't know, this is about a witch and a witch hunter who fall in love, and you can already tell just by that it's going to be complicated. Anyway, I can't wait to read it. And by the way, that one was by Shelby Mahiran. Sorry, I forgot to... I'm going to remember to say the authors' names. Okay. This next book is by Aaron A. Craig. It's called Small Favors. And this is a Barnes & Noble book. I don't know too much about this, and I want to go into this blind, because I also have The House of Salt and Sorrows by Erin A. Craig, if you've heard of this one. I believe this is her first novel. I could be wrong, but this one is a fairy tale retelling, and I love fairy tale retelling, so I need to get my butt in gear and read this. I have started it, but didn't get very far. Just because, you know the drill. I decided to put it down and pick up another book because I have a habit of doing that. And yeah, this one is a fairy tale retelling of the 12 Dancing Princesses. And I need to get this one read so that I can read this one. I mean, there's nothing connecting these two, but I just want to read this one before I read the new release. Alright, these next set of books are part of a series, and a couple of them are in packages, so I'm just going to open up the packages as well as show you the books that are not in packages from the same series. So the book series I'm talking about, everyone, is called Outlander by Diana Gabaldon. This is the first book in a planned 10-book series. I think it's a planned 10-book series. I could be wrong. But it's a basically historical fiction novel mixed with time travel and some fantasy elements. So I'm looking forward to reading it. And because I love me some historical fiction, and then if you add some time travel and fantasy elements, I'm there. I'm so there. Along with that, this is the 7th book, I think, in Outlander, called An Echo in the Bone. And I'm just going to get my scissors to open up these packages that I have for the other books that I bought from the same series. It just says pull, so I guess I don't need the scissors for this one. I'm a little bummed, you guys. They sent me the wrong size. Ugh. They sent me the wrong size. This is the 4th book, as far as I know, called Drums of Autumn. But yeah, I'm a little disappointed because this is a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. I'm either going to return this and get the right size, or just give it to someone and then buy the right size. I don't know. I have to think about this. But this is the 4th book in the Outlander series called Drums of Autumn. I'm hoping that the other books are not this size, because I have the first 2 that I showed you are about the same size. One's just in paperback and one's in hardback. A little disappointed. Okay. Here we go. This is the other box with the books. It looks like it's the same situation, you guys. So we have the same, this is the 2nd book, a Dragonfly in Amber, but it's a smaller copy. And then this is the 3rd book, Voyager. Let me just hold them up to you just so you can see what I'm talking about. So this is book number 1, Outlander. I thought it was going to be this size. Yeah, I thought this and the others were going to be this size in paperback. So I'm a little disappointed. Oh, very disappointed. So I might talk to people from Barnes & Noble and see if I can get the books in this size, because I saw this size in Barnes & Noble. See if I can exchange that. Okay guys, the next series we're going to talk about that I got from Barnes & Noble is the Harbinger series by Jennifer L. Armentrout. Now you may recognize that name because she's responsible for the From Blood and Ash series, which was originally a trilogy, but it's gonna be 6 books now because she's expanding upon the series. And the Harbinger series consists of Storm and Fury, Rage and Ruin, which is book 2, and Grace and Glory, which is book 3. And the Harbinger series is another romance fantasy, or is a romance fantasy, like a lot of Sarah J. Maas books are romance fantasy. But it's different. It's about a girl who is going blind, but she gains the power to see and communicate with the dead, or with ghosts. And this power that she develops makes her a threat. So she is forced into hiding, because if she's found, the demons will literally kill her. Well, they'll devour her and steal her powers to enhance their own. And yeah, we obviously nobody wants that. At least she doesn't. And the people who are trying to protect her don't want that. So, yeah, I'm excited to read these. I have no interest in reading the From Blood and Ash series, but I know a lot of people love that series. I'm just gonna go this route. This is like I said, it's a paranormal romance, so and I like that kind of twist or that kind of story better. At least where this author is concerned. Our next book is from a very well-known author, Veronica Roth. Veronica Roth, if you didn't know, wrote the Divergent trilogy, which, in my opinion, and I'm sorry, but the Divergent series went to trash halfway through the third book. I love the first book, loved the second book, and then the third book went downhill fast for me. And that's just my opinion, but I do like her writing. I think she's a good writer. I'll give her that. And she also wrote Carve the Mark Duology, which I liked the first book in Carve the Mark. I haven't read the second one, but I need to reread book one because I was somewhat confused. But I did enjoy it. I will say that. And this one is another different type of book because this is about superheroes, basically. There's 5 kids called the Chosen Ones, and their ultimate goal was to defeat a villain called the Dark One, and they do. And this book takes place after they defeated him. And after they do defeat him, like, they are all affected hugely because life is different, because they basically fulfilled their purpose. And so they have to go on with their lives just trying to adjust into normalcy. But one of them has an even harder time doing that. Our main character, Sloane, she basically, at least in the synopsis, that she's been keeping secrets from her other fellow people, like other fellow chosen ones, and those secrets come back to bite her. And also, one of them unfortunately ends up dying. That's not a spoiler. That's in the synopsis. And so the others have to come together and figure out what's going on. And yeah, that's all I know about this. I'm excited to read it because this is a third different kind of story that I've read from, that I'll be reading from Veronica Roth, and she definitely has some great ideas. You know, you guys, what I'm gonna do actually, because I looked at the time, I need to be somewhere. So, like an hour and some minutes. So, I'm actually gonna give you the rest of the Barnes & Noble books. And then, for the other books, I'm gonna do another book haul video. So, that'll be up probably within a day or two after this one. But let me show you the rest of the Barnes & Noble books I got. Okay, so I've been thinking about reading this series for months, and I guess Barnes & Noble started really advertising them again with these new covers. At least I think they're new. They're new to me because I've never actually seen the covers. Until recently. And the book series I'm talking about is The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. This is a series that is beloved by a lot of people. A series that is loved by a lot of people. Like one of my favorite booktubers, Hannah from A Clockwork Reader, loves this series. And it's a quartet, so it consists of The Raven Boys, which is book 1. The Dream Thieves, which I think is book 2. The Raven King, which I believe is... Oh, this is book 4, actually. And then... Blue Lily Blue, which is book 3. I'm sorry if I said that out of order. So, The Raven Boys is book 1. See, The Raven Boys is book 1. The Dream Thieves is book 2. Blue Lily Blue is book 3, which is a beautiful cover. Oh my gosh. And then The Raven King is book 4. And I have all 4 books right here. I can't wait to read this either. I'm going to read these in 2022, hopefully. And the last books for this book haul portion, anyway, video, that I'm going to share with you are Dusk Fall is the first book in the quintet series called the Chaos Queen. Basically, in this series, we have our main character, Not, who has no memory of, it says, pulled from a frozen sea, pierced by arrows, and close to death. Not has no memory of who he was, but his dreams are dark, filled with violence and unknown faces. Winter, a Tealian woman whose people have long been oppressed by humans, is married to and abandoned by Not on the same day. In her search for him, she will discover her control of magic, but risk losing herself utterly. And Cinsa, priestess and true believer, returns home to discover her family at the heart of a heretical rebellion. A rebellion that only the Inquisition can crush. Their fates and those of others will intertwine in a land where magic and demons are believed dead, but dark forces still vie for power. Ooh, that sounds like it packs a punch. And I also have another book from that series in a package. I'll open that in a second. But before I do that, the last few books before that I want to talk about are books from the Dresden Files. So I know I've already included some of these in my TBRs. But the 5th book I bought over the summer. I just finished that at the end of November. This will be part of my November wrap-up. I love this book. This is my favorite book in the Dresden Files so far, called Death Masks. Oh, so good. So good. 5-star book. And then the 6th book is called Blood Rights. I'm currently reading it right now. I'm on chapter 7. So far for me, it's just okay. But like I said, I'm only 7 chapters in. And then this is the 7th book in the Dresden Files called Deadbeat. Looking forward to reading it when I get to it. And as you saw, I have other packages as well. But I'm going to wait to open those for the next book haul video I'm going to do. But I'm going to open this one just to show you the other book in the Chaos Queen series. If I can figure out how to open it. I don't need scissors. Oh god, I'm stretching up. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god, this is so pretty, you guys. Look at this. Oh my god. This is Dark Immolation. This is book 2 in the Chaos Queen series. Oh my god, look at how pretty this is. I don't know if you're getting a good picture. Ignore the barcode. That's just there because brand new copy of this book. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh god, this is beautiful. I'm sorry if I'm obsessing over it. Oh, the barcode comes right off. Hallelujah for... Oh, okay. I spoke too soon. But, oh my gosh. That cover is beautiful. But anyway, you guys, I'm going to head out and just to take care of a couple things. But you guys have yourselves a wonderful day. And I will be back. I'm going to be doing another second part book haul. Because, yeah, I just realized I ran out of time. But if you like this video and you want to see more content, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. That would mean a lot to me. And I'll catch you later. Bye, guys.